Found the man they say murdered one of their family members.
Do you have any response to the civil suit the Jacksons are filing against you? How did Dee Dee get all those bruises? 58 bruises?
Who drowned Dee Dee Jackson? That story next.
Justice tonight. When Michael's sister-in-law suspiciously drowned, her boyfriend said it was an accident. But the Jacksons say he's a killer. And a hard copy special investigation has prompted authorities to reopen the case. Tonight, Jody Baskerville tries to get answers from the man the Jacksons call a murderer.
For the past 2 years, Don Bohana has been able to hide from the powerful Jackson family. But he couldn't escape hard copy. Excuse me, Mr. Bohana? Do you have any response to the civil suit the Jacksons are filing against you? Mr. Bohana, do you have any response to the civil suit the Jacksons are filing against you? The Jackson family's cries for justice have gone unanswered since the tragic loss of Dolores Jackson. The death of Tito Jackson's ex-wife remains an unsolved case, a suspicious drowning that has devastated the pop world's most famous family. Michael Jackson's nephews, Taj, Terrell, and TJ, part of the popular singing group The 3 T's, blame this man, Don Bohana, for what they call a vicious murder, and now have filed a wrongful death lawsuit.
There was a 4-hour-long beating inflicted upon Dolores Jackson, where 58 injuries were inflicted from the top of her head to the bottom of her legs. She was beaten, and as a result of that beating, she drowned in the swimming pool.
No comment? I tried to get some answers. How did Dee Dee get all those bruises? 58 bruises and cuts? Janet Jackson and 4 of her famous brothers attended the funeral of the woman they knew as Dee Dee after she was found floating face down in her boyfriend, Don Bohana's swimming pool. Bohana told Dee Dee's friends she had been swimming.
He told me she was doing Olympic turns. Guess what? She had a death fear of the water. She doesn't swim. And no matter what he says, that's the truth.
Officially, Dee Dee Jackson's death has been listed as an assisted drowning. But so far, no criminal charges have been filed against Don Bohana, the only other person in the pool. According to Brian Oxman, the attorney representing the Jackson family in this civil suit, Don Bohana has a long history of domestic violence. He says police have responded here at his home at least a dozen times after receiving 911 calls from a number of women in Don Bohana's life.
There are literally incident upon incident upon incident of the police being called to his house, where he has had fights with various and sundry people, his girlfriends.
The civil lawsuit is small consolation for Dee Dee Jackson's inner circle, the friends who stood by her in life and now demand justice for the man they believe caused her death.
I think about her every day. I mean, she's never not with me, and she's never not with her family and her friends, and I mean, the closure, yes, I need the closure, but it's still not gonna, still is gonna miss her as much as I do today. If you know, the damage is done.
There was a fight. She put up a fight, but she lost.
It was labeled assisted drowning. That in and of itself should be enough that the DA's office would investigate.
The Jackson family believes Don Bohana murdered Dee Dee Jackson because she wouldn't bail him out of bankruptcy. Bohana's attorney calls the allegations a whole lot of garbage.